Hello, hello, hello. This is Mike Graham from MRM, bringing you affiliate tips educating beginners and intermediates in various aspects of affiliate marketing. And today I wanted to talk to you more about what is the perfect business model. Well, I don't really have to look too far to come up with an idea for this because leave it to the great Russell Brunson really to come up with an idea which I'm going to model on. Because he talks a lot about modeling marketers, modeling somebody who's successful and modeling their funnels, and just downright imitating them, actually. Now, this business of modeling a particular entrepreneur, I don't think it means that you have to copy every nuance of somebody. But I think, the imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. There's a principle that applies here. So that you would, to some degree, as far as you could, borrow things off a particular marketer or several marketers um, in order to flesh out one's own marketing persona. Um, some people, it's very hard to avoid being liked because they have this amazing appeal that cuts through anything one might feel about oneself um, in order to inform the way they do things. I mean, there are particular marketers that I find, quite easy to follow. Russell Brunson, to a degree, being one. I don't think I could do everything he does by any means, but he has great ideas and he's a fairly bouncy character, and he knows what he's talking about. Or Frank Kern, who comes up with these amazingly simple explanations for things and gives you a whole stack of aha moments. And there are plenty of others that I've come across that I find very excellent, who have different aspects about the way they teach that, quite frankly, give one clues as to how one can improve and become the best marketer one can. And I think clarity, which is sometimes something I have struggled with, is an important thing, and being fairly concise, which is another thing I've struggled with. A couple of very excellent characteristics that I do well to adapt. But within that, one should also be aware that one's own best asset is oneself, and therefore to make use of characteristics one might have that are peculiar to oneself and one's own excellence, but at the same time adapt them to marketing by imitating things that other people do. Modeling funnels is a different matter. Now, Russell Brunson calls this funnel hacking. Um, and it's not a direct rip-off, but it's almost a direct rip-off. In as much as modeling success, as opposed to reinventing the wheel, is a very clever way to go. And Russell Brunson himself is unashamed in his promoting this way of going about things, and he comes out with plenty of evidence to suggest that this is indeed a clever way to proceed. As he talks about a friend of his who modelled his funnel on a very, very successful weight loss program and became successful himself. And the nearer you get your imitation to the original, slightly the more successful you will be. Wheels being 360-degree entities. So why not do it absolutely perfectly? I mean, they're not 358.5 degrees, they're 360 degrees. And therefore, if one does a top to bottom modeling, then one models the sales material, the sales letter and so on, and the front end, the back end, and all the promotions in between and the presentation, until you've got pretty much a look-alike program going. and also modelling the marketing processes of somebody successful. Now, it's quite likely that your own individual temperament is drawn to different people, as mine is. Actually, I'm drawn to a number of different people as sort of a sense of eclecticism, although one has to be careful of this, that one doesn't just sort of become too scattered. Now, being English, it's a slightly different mindset to being from across the pond, and probably the way I speak is a bit slower. It's defined differently. I'll use different words, and that is something I can't really help at the moment, as I haven't reached a stage where I am just sort of borrowing stuff off other marketers literally. But the principle applies, that, you know, get as close as you can to modelling somebody that's really successful, and the chances are you'll be successful yourself. And obviously, when you're just starting out, this is quite hard because you're just trying to come to grasp with the basic concepts behind marketing, and just struggling maybe to do the basic things and to do them right and just get the thing out the door that you're trying to do. You know, your early promotions, they're not going to be that great. Your early videos, they're going to suck, and so on. And, you know, but gradually, piece by piece, the trick is to get more and more like the people you really admire, and leave behind the embryonic self that one was, and basically, hopefully, flourish from that point on. Because obviously, modelling greatness is something that you really can't do better than. Anyway, that's really all I have to say. So if you like this video, give me a like. If you like my channel, subscribe to it, and there's a free product below on getting targeted traffic, which I can highly recommend, because the more you target your traffic, the more successful you're likely to be, and the better idea you have of exactly who you want to market to, then that again will increase your success. Anyway, hopefully see you on the next video, and this is Mike Graham saying see you later. Bye bye.